back, everybody. Well, Wendy Adams and the Burt Show crew may play the hits on Q100, but our next guest helps to shape budding young artists into stars.
Please help us to welcome music executive Shanti to the chat room. I just love saying it. Welcome to the show.
It's such a pleasure to be here today. You guys are both great.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We, a lot of folks, when we see the Ushers and the TLCs and the Tony Braxtons, we don't realize that there was really someone just like you sitting behind the scenes trying to make it happen. Tell everybody what exactly you did for these artists.
Well, I actually started out doing street promotions, and I was the young lady that was taking the music to the clubs, to the radio stations, making sure that we were promoting it properly and getting folks to buy into the music early on.
Really?
As well as artist development, making sure they were rehearsing and knew how to do an interview. All of that artist development stuff that you don't know that artists actually go through, but they absolutely need that because LA and Babyface, which is the first company I worked for.
Which is hilarious. Right out of college, this young lady goes straight to L.A. Reid. And okay, we'll talk about that in a second.
But they patterned LaFace kind of like the new Motown. And so Motown was very instrumental in providing artist development for the artists so that when they hit that stage, they were ready.
Because there is much more to just being a great singer. I mean, it's your whole persona that you have to develop.
Absolutely. You have to know how to stand on stage, how to work the crowd and move around.
Right.
You can have an amazing voice, but if you want to see this person live in concert, you want them to be able to really go out there and work that stage.
And to deal with the media.
Sure.
That's a huge thing.
How do the artists respond to that? I mean, do they like that kind of training? Are some a little bit easier about it than others?
Oh, sure. You have artists that really want to perfect their craft and want to be able to do everything. So working with someone like Usher or Tony Braxton early on. Usher was the ultimate professional, and he was a perfectionist. And I look at someone like a Beyonce today. I knew her when she was in a group called the Dolls, and she was in her teens just trying to get started, but I saw how hard she worked. And Usher worked really, really hard to get to where he was.
I'm curious, do you just see it? Some people just have it.
It's funny you say that because when I worked for L.A. Reid, he always said the artist has to have it. And it isn't something tangible. It's something you can put your hands on. You either know it or not. I remember when we actually signed Pink, and she was in actually a three-member group. And we knew that the other young ladies were talented, but we saw that Pink had it.
Wow.
And so L.A. eventually convinced her to go solo. And look at her now.
She was fabulous.
Because, when an artist has that it factor, they can walk into the room and command the attention of everyone. And not everyone can do that.
That's right.
I could, Atlanta is so popular right now in the film and music industry. Are people still knocking on your door trying to show you their child's tape and saying?
Actually, yes. I do a wonderful live music event here once a month called ATL Live on the Park over at Park Tavern. So it's we're in our second season. It's a live music monthly showcase, and we have established and emerging artists perform. And we're really
people find out about it?
ATLLiveOnThePark@gmail.com is where you can submit music and material to perform. But it's a really great platform because I feel like the music industry in Atlanta has shifted a little bit, and more people are thinking that they have to be in New York or LA to really get your shot. But my showcase was started just so that folks here could know that there is still opportunities here in Atlanta.
And now, let's switch quickly because, you're also an author. 2 books.
Yes.
The first one was The Hip Hop Professional.
A Woman's Guide to Climbing the Ladder of Success in the Entertainment Business.
Right. And now the second one is 1, 2, 3 of networking?
Yes, the 1, 2, 3s of networking.
And have you taken pretty much just all of what you've been learning in the networking and it just doesn't apply just to music, right?
No, not at all. I think at any stage of your career, networking is wonderful, especially for entrepreneurs. You have to go out there and pound the pavement and really make those contacts. And, one of the tips in my book is practice your elevator pitch. Because when you meet someone for the first time, you only have a couple of minutes to impress them. And so I don't care if you have to stand in front of your mirror, get comfortable, exude confidence.
Yeah.
All of that's important in networking.
Please let me just stop here and have a moment. First, remember last month I saw Oprah and her All-Stars? And so Gayle King was standing in front of me, and I'm sitting here interviewing Gayle King. And I had so much later when I was in the shower that I said, I wish I had said this, and I wish I had said that, and I had this moment, and I wish I had said this. And you know what?
Seize the moment.
And
Carpe
it was
diem.
gone. See,
Yeah,
I need to go. I need to read the book.
You never know who you're going to meet
so
and
be
where.
Prepared.
Always be
everywhere.
prepared. Have that business card ready, or a lot of the younger executives now only work off their cell phones, so be ready to input that information as soon as possible because, executives are busy, but you only get one shot to make that connection.
What advice do you say to young people who want to get into the music industry? If you had one piece of advice for them now,
I think one piece of advice is be a little humble, because I think we live in a society now where a lot of the young folks feel a sense of entitlement. And so they need to understand that hard work really still pays off. And so you have to be eager and humble and get out there and try to meet as many folks as possible.
And you said that's the advice for the artists. What about those parents?
The parents, I think they should, one, learn about the music industry first and foremost, because it has changed a lot. And so a lot of parents are a little bit leery about their children. They don't quite understand what it is. And so a lot of colleges now actually offer music industry majors. And so get out there, parents, and do the research. Know that it is a business. That's one thing I talk about in my book. If you want to work in the industry, there's so many other things you can do besides singing and actually being in those videos. You can be an accountant, you can be a lawyer, you know, you can still do so many wonderful things. You can be a publicist, you know, there are a plethora of opportunities within music, and so the parents should really do their research, and the hip hop professional has a lot of that info in it.
Anybody like up and coming out there, you could give us a scoop on somebody we need to watch. It's going to be really good.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, I put her on the spot.
Yeah.
Bunch of them, I bet.
It's just so many. I mean, we have great talents that come through my showcase all the time.
Right here, from
right
here
in Atlanta. Absolutely. Xavier Lewis, you know, he actually won the lottery event, the showcase that they did last year, and he has a new album that's coming out. He's such an amazing singer. Yes, born and bred right in Georgia. So we have a lot of that wonderful talent here.
I love that.
We are really proud of you. I mean, you have had an incredible career. And the fact that Usher and Toni Braxton and DLC, and I mean, come on, I mean, if you put your stamp on that, obviously that just speaks volumes about your work and your work ethic. So congratulations and good luck with the book.
Thank you so much. I just feel like God has blessed me, and now I also feed the homeless once a month on Cortland and Juniper, and I just feel like it's about giving back.
That's right.
And so there are good folks in music who want to give back to the community as well.
You are a good person to know.
Thank you.
Thanks
Please
for being
come
here.
back.
I would love to.
I like her.
I do too.
And you guys have to come to my showcase.
We will.
Okay.
Wait,
Shania can sing.
Oh, Kimberly, no, I
Shania
can't.
Really?
No, I sing with the choir. That's it.
I can clap for you.
Some of the best artists have come out of church, so I'll just say that.
Right. Good to have you here.
Thank
well,
you.
if you're getting ready to head out for some shopping, don't miss our next segment.
He can help you shop for everyone on your list for less than $100. Well, almost.
He'll tell you how when we come back. But first, let's hear from our partners here at the Georgia Aquarium.
Hey everyone, I'm Scott Higley from Georgia Aquarium, and we at the Aquarium hope you had a great Thanksgiving with family and friends. Now that Thanksgiving is past, it's time to start planning for your holiday outings, and nowhere is more festive this season than downtown Atlanta. Georgia Aquarium is proud to partner this season with a spectacular new downtown holiday attraction called Christmas on Peachtree. Located in the historic former Macy's building, it's a 70,000 square foot wonderland of lights, trees, and family fun with a musical holiday light show, a kids play area, a shopping village, and more. And with our special combo ticket, you can bring the whole family to both Christmas on Peachtree and Georgia Aquarium for one low price. I also want you to know that the Aquarium has its own lineup of family fun events. We call it the Festival of the Season, and it's packed with activities. Come see our Seaside Santa Claus at Santa's Holiday Bay. And be sure to check out our own Diving Santa, Scuba Claus, and enjoy holiday choirs and performers, including the amazing Southern Crescent Ballet Theater on December 19th. Don't miss any of the fun. You can learn more and buy tickets online at georgiaaquarium.org. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of the chat room.
Portions of the chat room were brought to you by the Georgia Aquarium, the world's largest and most magical aquarium.